On December 2nd, McKinney ISD Superintendent Dr. McDaniel announced to the community that after 35 years in education, he will be retiring. We caught up with McDaniel to ask what prompted this decision and what his future plans are.
Well, my entire life has been in education, and I always kind of set goals. I'm a goal-oriented guy, and so I always knew that year 35 was about the time frame that I was going to want to retire. Of course, all your ducks have to be in a row in terms of your pension and all of that. And it just so happened that 35 years rolled along, and you reach a point where you just feel like you can serve our community and the world in other avenues. All I've known my entire adult life is education. And so I've served as a teacher all the way up to superintendent, and I just felt like it was time for a change. I want new challenges. My hope for the next superintendent is that they continue all of the great things that we already have going. The good thing about changing over leadership is that they have an opportunity to bring new ideas in, which I'm all for, but they also have an opportunity to evaluate the current things that are going on and determine whether or not they should go or stay. I'll tell you what, after retirement, I'm going to take 3 months to a year to really re-energize myself, get myself back in physically good tip-top condition. And I'm going to get myself ready to travel because my wife and I, which we've been married 36 years now, and she's been with me every step along the way of this journey. And quite honestly, she deserves to have my time back. And we're going to travel the world. We're going to see, we're going to go overseas, we're going to make all these different areas that we haven't been able to get to in years past because of the time constraints of this job.
His retirement has been met with reactions from the community. We talked to Jennifer Gray, who was a student of McDaniel many years ago.
Well, Dr. McDaniel was Mr. McDaniel back in 1988-89, and he was my junior physical science teacher at Robert E. Lee High School in Tyler, Texas. I was sad. I was very sad whenever I heard that he was going to be retiring, but also know that these last couple of years have been really difficult on him to be the leader that he's been. And I know it's been very difficult for him the past couple of years, and I am happy for him that he's going to get a little bit of a break. I hope that our next superintendent is willing to continue to fight the good fight that is being fought for our teachers and for our students, and will continue to pave a way for excellence for our district.
McDaniel's retirement has also prompted a search for a new superintendent. For more information on this, we talked to Board President Amy Dankel.
One of the first things the board does is meet together to announce that our superintendent has either resigned or retired. And after that takes place, the board then starts a discussion on what they as a corporate body want to see happen. We in the past have always used focus groups where each board member is allowed to invite so many people from the community to come in and give their opinion of what type of person would best fit the role of superintendent in McKinney ISD. Then the board meets to decide whether they're going to use a search firm and what the search firm is going to be. And we did decide that this time in McKinney ISD. We went with a great search firm who we've used before. We have a great relationship with them. They know our community. The next step will be for the focus group members to meet with the search firm and just kind of give them an idea of what qualities we feel in McKinney ISD are best suited for our school system, our students, and our community. We're hoping to have a superintendent announcement in place by the March meeting. But in the state of Texas, there's a law that says once you name a lone finalist, 21 days have to go by. And during those 21 days, background checks are done just to make sure that the person we are having sign a contract, is really the person that we interviewed. You know how this goes. People can interview and then you find out a lot of stuff about them. Luckily, with social media today, we can really find out a lot about a person before they do come to interview. But if things go on schedule. We're hoping by the March board meeting to have a new superintendent in place, or at least start our 21-day waiting period. If nobody is named at that point, or if the person is named and then something comes up about them, the board goes back to the search firm and they bring more names forward. People have already started applying for this job, both internally and throughout the state. McKinney is a great place to be, and we've had a lot of interest. So we would then go back to the drawing board and interview more people.
This has been Aiden Lewis reporting for MHS1.